Can you really get life insurance without a doctor poking and prodding you, and is that actually a good deal? Or just a trap dressed up in convenience? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. But like most things in personal finance, there's a catch hiding right behind that easy button. We're living in the era of instant everything. Instant food, instant streaming, instant approval. So of course, the insurance industry had to follow suit with what's called no-exam life insurance. These policies let you skip the blood draws, the urine samples, and the awkward moment where a stranger measures your waist, and instead get covered sometimes within minutes of applying online. The driving force behind this shift is a combination of technology, competition, and frankly, human laziness, and we mean that in the kindest way possible. Insurers now use algorithms, data brokers, prescription history, and even your driving record to build a risk profile on you faster than you can say open enrollment. Here's where the trade-off punches you in the wallet though. No-exam policies almost always cost more, sometimes significantly more, than traditionally underwritten ones. You're essentially paying a premium on the premium because the insurer is taking on more uncertainty about your health, and they price that uncertainty like it owes them money. Think of it this way. A traditional policy is like a restaurant that takes your full order, checks for allergies, and customizes your meal. A no-exam policy is the drive-through window where they assume you want everything on it and charge you extra for the privilege. The convenience is real, but so is the markup. And for healthy people especially, that gap can be hundreds of dollars a year. Now here's the irony that'll make you laugh a little. The people most likely to apply for no-exam insurance are often the ones who would qualify for the best rates on a traditional policy. Meanwhile, those with pre-existing conditions who genuinely need the accessibility of no-exam coverage may still face limited benefit amounts or waiting periods before the full death benefit kicks in. There are a few flavors of no-exam insurance worth knowing. Simplified issue, which asks a handful of health questions but skips the physical. Guaranteed issue, which accepts almost everyone but caps coverage low and costs a fortune. And accelerated underwriting, which is actually closer to traditional insurance but uses data science instead of a nurse visit. Each one serves a different situation, and confusing them is how people end up massively over or under-insured. Historically, life insurance has always been a product people avoid thinking about because it forces you to confront your own mortality, which is exactly why the no-exam pitch works so brilliantly. It lowers the emotional friction of buying. The industry figured out that if they remove the steps that feel like a doctor's appointment, more people actually follow through, and more coverage in the world is generally a good thing. The misconception we need to address head on is the idea that no exam means no questions. It absolutely does not. Simplified issue policies still ask about serious conditions like cancer, heart disease, and HIV, and lying on those applications is considered fraud that can void your policy right when your family needs it most. So what's the practical playbook here? If you're young, healthy, and have a few weeks to spare, go through traditional underwriting and pocket the savings over the life of the policy. But if you're older, have health complications, or just need coverage fast because life is unpredictable and your family can't wait, no exam might be the right tool, even if it's not the cheapest one. The broader lesson from personal finance cycles is that convenience products always extract a price that's not cynicism, that's just the business model. Discipline here means matching the product to your actual situation, rather than choosing based on what's easiest in the moment or what an ad made feel urgent. Size your coverage to your actual income replacement needs, not just to what feels emotionally significant or what fits a round number. A $2 million guaranteed issue policy sounds powerful until you realize it might cost 3 times a traditional policy and still have a 2-year waiting period before it fully pays out. At the end of the day, life insurance exam or no exam is one of the most selfless financial decisions you can make because you're literally building a safety net you'll never personally collect on. The philosophy here is simple. Get covered, get it right-sized, and revisit it every few years as your life changes. Whether you go the traditional route or take the no-exam shortcut, what matters is that you actually do it, because the worst policy in the world is the one sitting in your browser's saved for later tab while time keeps moving. Comfort with the outcome comes from knowing you made a rational, informed choice, rather than one driven by fear or avoidance. And if you're ready to take the next step, whether that's life insurance, real estate investing, home contracting work, or finding the right lender, Check out our links in the description below and let us help you get started.